Introduction. Imagine a young adult, fresh out of school, burdened by student loan debt, struggling to make ends meet while working a dead-end job. They feel trapped, with limited options, and a growing sense of financial anxiety. They never learned the basics of budgeting, saving, or investing, and now they're paying the price. Contrast this with another young adult, financially savvy and confident, who started learning about money early in life. They understand how to budget, save, invest, and make informed financial decisions. They're building a solid financial foundation, pursuing their dreams, and creating a brighter future. Early financial literacy sets the stage. It helps children understand the value of money. The first thing to grasp is that financial literacy is not just about numbers. It's about developing essential life skills. Another factor that changes everything is the ability to make informed decisions about earning, spending, saving, and investing. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ingrained understanding of basic financial principles. One shift that accelerates progress is empowering young people with the knowledge and skills they need to navigate the complex world of money. Think of the impact on adults who understood compound interest at age 8. Action step. Start by teaching them the difference between needs and wants. Financial literacy equips individuals with the tools they need to build a secure and prosperous future. Teach early. Empower always, prosper together. With that foundation in place, think about the long-term impact of cultivating healthy money habits from a young age. Consider the professional who manages their finances responsibly, saves diligently for retirement, and gives generously to causes they care about, all because they learned the value of money early in life. The first thing to grasp is the power of building a solid financial foundation from childhood. Another factor that changes everything is the ability to make informed decisions about earning, spending, saving, and donating. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ingrained habit of making wise financial choices. This book empowers children to earn, save, spend, and donate wisely. It's about building lifelong healthy money habits. Involve them in family budgeting. One shift that accelerates progress is to include children in discussions about family finances. Building healthy money habits early sets the stage for a lifetime of financial well-being and responsible citizenship. Teach wisely, habituate early, prosper together. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think about the self-assuredness of a young adult who confidently navigates financial decisions, such as choosing a college, buying a car, or starting a business. The first thing to grasp is that financial skills boost confidence and decision-making abilities. Another factor that changes everything is the empowering effect of financial independence. Many professionals discover that learning about money early in life gave them a sense of control and self-reliance. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to financial planning and decision-making. One shift that accelerates progress is opening a savings account in their name. Financial skills boost confidence and decision-making. Empowering kids prepares them for financial independence. Open a savings account in their name. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Empowering children with financial literacy prepares them to confidently navigate their financial future and achieve their dreams. Teach confidently, empower completely, prosper independently. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think of the power of modeling responsible financial behavior for future generations. Children learn by observing the habits and attitudes of the adults around them. The first thing to grasp is that children learn by observing and imitating the behavior of their parents and caregivers. Another factor that changes everything is demonstrating responsible money management in your own life. Many professionals discover that their financial habits were heavily influenced by what they observed growing up. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to modeling responsible financial behavior for their children. Discuss your financial decisions openly with them. One shift that accelerates progress is open communication. Modeling responsible money management and engaging in open conversations about finances shapes a child's lifelong financial habits. Model wisely, communicate openly, prosper intergenerationally. Chapter 1. Earning. Unlocking the power of income. Picture a young professional, fresh out of college, stuck in a low-paying job with no clear path for advancement. They feel frustrated, undervalued, and limited by their earning potential. They dream of a better life, but lack the skills and knowledge to increase their income. Contrast this with another individual who actively seeks opportunities to increase their earning potential by acquiring new skills, pursuing higher education, or starting their own business. They see income as a tool for achieving their goals and building a brighter future. Use allowance to teach budgeting and responsibility. Link it to chores or tasks completed. With that foundation in place, think about the entrepreneur who successfully scales their business and creates a sustainable income stream. The first thing to grasp is that earning money is a fundamental skill that empowers individuals to achieve their goals. Another factor that changes everything is the ability to budget. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their understanding of the connection between effort, value, and income. Create a clear allowance system with defined expectations. One shift that accelerates progress is treating income as the fuel for achieving your dreams. Earning wisely and strategically unlocks the power of income and paves the way for financial freedom. Earn actively, budget wisely, achieve abundantly. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that the skills they learned from entrepreneurial ventures, even small ones, were invaluable in their later careers. The first thing to grasp is that experience offers hands-on financial education. Another factor that changes everything is the ability to generate income through their own creativity and effort. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their entrepreneurial mindset, their creativity, and willingness to take calculated risks. Consider a time when you solved a problem. Help them brainstorm side hustle ideas related to their interests. Encourage creativity and problem solving. Side hustles build confidence. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing every challenge as an opportunity to create value and generate income. Exploring entrepreneurial ventures provides invaluable hands-on experience and unlocks the power of income generation. Create boldly, innovate constantly, earn abundantly. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think about the satisfaction an entrepreneur feels when they successfully launch a product or service and generate revenue. The first thing to grasp is that everyone possesses unique skills and talents that can be monetized. Another factor that changes everything is the power of hard work and dedication. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their belief in their ability to create value and generate income through their own efforts. Consider a time when you were rewarded for hard work. Guide them to create and market a simple product or service. Identify skills and talents that can be monetized. Teach the value of hard work and dedication. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing income as a direct result of the value you create. Identifying and monetizing skills and talents empowers individuals to build a fulfilling and financially secure future. Work diligently, create strategically, earn substantially. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that their first part-time job taught them valuable lessons about responsibility, work ethic, and teamwork. Think of the self-reliance a young adult gains from earning their own money. The first thing to grasp is that part-time jobs build responsibility and work ethic. Another factor that changes everything is valuable real-world experience. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their understanding of the connection between effort and reward. Support them in finding age-appropriate employment opportunities. They offer valuable real-world experience. Action step. Support them in finding age-appropriate employment opportunities. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing employment as an opportunity to learn and grow. Part-time jobs provide invaluable real-world experience and build a foundation for future success. Work diligently, learn constantly, achieve purposefully. Chapter 2. Saving, the foundation of financial security. Think about the entrepreneur who builds a successful business by diligently saving a portion of their profits and reinvesting it back into the company. Or consider the homeowner who saves for a down payment and achieves the dream of home ownership. Saving provides the financial foundation for achieving goals. Compare this to someone who constantly spends. Introduce the concept of saving with a visual tool. Set specific, achievable savings goals. This insight naturally leads us forward to understand that saving is not about deprivation, it's about building security and creating opportunities. The first thing to grasp is that saving is the cornerstone of financial security. Another factor that changes everything is setting specific, achievable savings goals. Many professionals discover that having a clear savings target helps them stay motivated. Think of the joy of meeting your savings goals. Action step. Help them track their savings progress visually. One shift that accelerates progress is visualizing your savings progress. Saving regularly and setting clear financial goals lays the foundation for a secure and prosperous future. Save intentionally, plan wisely, achieve steadily. This insight naturally leads us forward. The first thing to grasp is that money grows over time through the power of compound interest. Another factor that changes everything is that small amounts saved regularly can grow substantially over time. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their appreciation for the long-term benefits of saving, rather than instant gratification. Many professionals discover that understanding compound interest changed their approach to saving. Think about how different your life would be if you'd started saving 10% of every dollar earned since your first job. Use an online calculator to demonstrate compound interest. Explain how money grows over time through interest. Illustrate the power of long-term saving. One shift that accelerates progress is to begin saving early and consistently. Understanding the power of compounding makes long-term saving a potent tool for building wealth and achieving financial security. Save consistently. Invest wisely, grow exponentially. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. The first thing to grasp is the difference between essential spending and discretionary spending. Another factor that changes everything is developing mindful spending habits. Many professionals discover that understanding this difference helps them prioritize saving. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to delay gratification and prioritize long-term financial goals over instant gratification. Consider a time when you chose to delay a purchase. Create a list of personal needs and wants, prioritizing accordingly. Teach the difference between essential and discretionary spending. Encourage mindful spending habits. One shift that accelerates progress is focusing on value rather than just price. Mindful spending and prioritizing needs over wants paves the way for increased savings and financial well-being. Spend intentionally, prioritize wisely, save consistently. Now here's where the real shift begins. The first thing to grasp is that income should be allocated for needs, wants, and savings. Another factor that changes everything is balanced financial management. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their discipline in adhering to a budget and allocating their income wisely. Many professionals discover that using a budgeting system helps them gain control over their finances. Allocate income for needs, wants, and savings. This teaches balanced financial management. Help them allocate their income based on this rule. One shift that accelerates progress is automating your savings process. Allocating income for needs, wants, and savings fosters balanced financial management and builds a foundation for long-term prosperity. Budget wisely. Allocate intentionally. Save consistently. Chapter 3. Spending. Making smart choices. Think about the entrepreneur who carefully tracks their business expenses and makes informed decisions about where to allocate their resources. They understand that every dollar spent impacts their profitability and growth. Contrast this with someone who haphazardly spends money without a budget or plan, often leading to financial stress and missed opportunities. Consider someone who constantly buys things they later regret. Teach kids to create a simple budget to track income and expenses. Emphasize planning before spending. Action step. Help them create a weekly or monthly budget. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is that spending should be intentional and aligned with your goals. Another factor that changes everything is that planning before spending is a fundamental habit of financially responsible individuals. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to differentiate between needs and wants and prioritize their spending accordingly. Many professionals discover that creating a budget helps them gain control over their finances and achieve their savings goals. Smart spending requires planning, discipline, and a clear understanding of your financial goals. Spend intentionally, plan meticulously, achieve financially. This insight naturally leads us forward. Think about the freelancer who always shops around for the best deals on software and equipment, saving hundreds of dollars each year. Or the entrepreneur who negotiates favorable terms with suppliers, improving their profit margins. The first thing to grasp is that being a savvy shopper can significantly reduce your expenses and free up more money for savings and investments. Another factor that changes everything is learning how to compare prices and quality before making a purchase. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to make value-driven purchasing decisions, prioritizing quality and durability over brand names and trends. Teach how to compare prices and quality before buying. Encourage value-driven purchasing decisions. Action step. Role-play comparison shopping scenarios. Consider a time when you made a purchase based solely on price, only to be disappointed by the quality. One shift that accelerates progress is to think long-term. Ask yourself, what will ultimately save me time, money, and stress? This mindset is a game changer. Value-driven spending is the key to making your money go further. Here. Compare, choose, save. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think of the consultant who resists the urge to buy a new car and continues to drive their current vehicle, saving thousands of dollars in the process. Or the freelancer who delays buying the latest tech gadget and invests that money in their business instead. The first thing to grasp is that impulsive purchases can derail your financial goals and create unnecessary debt. Another factor that changes everything is the power of delaying purchases to avoid impulsive decisions. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to resist the urge to spend money on things they don't really need. Many professionals discover that one of the biggest leaks in their budget is impulse spending. Encourage delaying purchases to avoid impulsive decisions. Promote mindful spending habits. Consider a time when you regretted an impulse purchase. Action step. Implement a 24-hour rule before buying non-essential items. This provides time to reflect on whether the purchase is truly necessary. Delaying gratification is a key ingredient in building long-term wealth. Pause, reflect, purchase wisely. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think about the savvy consumer who utilizes coupons, loyalty programs, and price matching to save hundreds of dollars on groceries and household goods each year. Or the entrepreneur who strategically purchases office supplies and equipment during sales events, reducing their overhead costs. The first thing to grasp is that understanding how sales and discounts work empowers you to make informed purchasing decisions. Another factor that changes everything is learning smart shopping strategies to maximize savings. Many professionals discover that simply being more aware of sales and discounts can significantly boost their savings rate. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to finding deals and saving money on everyday expenses. Explain how sales and discounts work. Teach smart shopping strategies to maximize savings. Action step. Analyze flyers and online ads for sale items together. This builds awareness of pricing trends and promotional opportunities. Becoming a smart shopper is a valuable skill that can significantly improve your financial well-being. Shop smart, save big. Chapter 4. Donating. Giving back to the community. Think about the successful entrepreneur who dedicates a portion of their profits to supporting local schools and community programs. They understand that giving back is not just a moral obligation, but also a way to build a stronger and more vibrant community. Or consider the freelancer who volunteers their time and skills to help nonprofit organizations, using their talents to make a positive impact. Many professionals discover that giving back brings a sense of purpose and fulfillment that transcends financial success. It's about understanding that financial freedom is not just about accumulating wealth, but about using it to make a positive difference in the world. It's the cornerstone of true fulfillment. Explain the value of helping others and supporting causes. Instill a sense of social responsibility. With that foundation in place, think of the gratitude and appreciation a community feels when it's supported by local businesses and individuals. The first thing to grasp is that donating to charitable causes strengthens your community and helps those in need. Another factor that changes everything is the positive impact giving can have on your own well-being. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to using their resources to make a positive impact on the world. Action step. Discuss local charities and their impact. This helps connect kids to real-world needs and inspires them to get involved. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing giving as an investment in a better future. Giving back enriches both the giver and the receiver, creating a more compassionate and equitable world. Give freely. Live fully. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that their most fulfilling career experiences involve using their skills and talents to support causes they care about. Think of the marketing consultant who donates their services to a nonprofit organization, or the software developer who creates an app to help people in need. The first thing to grasp is that giving back is most meaningful when it aligns with your values and passions. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of doing your research and making informed giving decisions. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to make thoughtful and strategic donations that have a real impact. Consider a time when you felt deeply connected to a cause. Help kids identify causes they care about. Encourage research and informed giving decisions. Action step. Brainstorm causes they are passionate about and research related organizations. This helps them connect their giving to real-world needs and inspires them to get involved. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing donating as an investment in a better world. Purposeful giving fuels personal fulfillment and creates positive change in the world. Give with passion, change the world. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think of the retired teacher who volunteers at a local library, sharing their love of reading with children, or the accountant who offers free tax advice to low-income families. The first thing to grasp is that donating time and skills can be just as valuable as donating money. Another factor that changes everything is the power of volunteering to make a difference in your community. Many professionals discover that volunteering not only helps others, but also provides a sense of purpose and fulfillment. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to using their time and talents to support causes they care about. Highlight the value of donating time and skills. Explore volunteering opportunities in the community. Consider a time when you felt a deep sense of purpose from helping others. Action step. Identify local volunteer opportunities they can participate in. Volunteering is a powerful way to connect with your community and make a positive impact. Give time, change lives. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think about the successful business owner who consistently donates a percentage of their profits to charity each month, or the freelancer who regularly volunteers their time at a local soup kitchen. The first thing to grasp is that small acts of kindness can have a big impact on individuals and communities. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of ongoing charitable involvement. Many professionals discover that making giving a regular habit helps them stay connected to their values and make a lasting difference. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to incorporating charitable giving into their financial lives. Emphasize that small acts of kindness can have a big impact. Encourage ongoing charitable involvement. Action step. Set a monthly donation goal, even if it's small. This reinforces the habit of giving and helps them stay connected to causes they care about. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing generosity as an essential aspect of financial well-being. Consistent giving creates a ripple effect of positive change that enriches lives and strengthens communities. Give often, give joy. Chapter 5. Debt. Understanding loans and credit. Think about the young professional who racks up thousands of dollars in credit card debt, only to spend years paying it off, hindering their ability to save for a down payment on a home or invest in their future. Or consider the entrepreneur who takes out a large business loan with unfavorable terms, putting their business at risk. Many professionals discover that debt can be a powerful tool, but also a dangerous trap if not managed carefully. It's about understanding that debt is a financial obligation that must be repaid with interest. And excessive debt can lead to financial stress and limit your options. Explain the concept of borrowing money and paying it back with interest. Illustrate the dangers of excessive debt. With that foundation in place, think of the freedom and peace of mind a business owner feels when they're debt-free and can invest all their profits back into their company. The first thing to grasp is the difference between good debt and bad debt. Another factor that changes everything is understanding the true cost of borrowing. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to use credit wisely and avoid accumulating excessive debt. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing debt as a tool to be used sparingly and strategically. Action step. Explain a recent family loan or credit card bill. Smart management of debt builds a strong foundation for future financial success. Borrow wisely, live freely. With that foundation in place, consider the difference between a professional who invests in a valuable skill like data analysis, boosting their earning power, versus someone who accumulates debt on depreciating assets like luxury goods. Many professionals discover that some debt helps them grow, while others hold them back from their goals. The first thing to grasp is the difference between liabilities, which drain wealth, and investments, which build it. Another factor that changes everything is understanding that not all debt is created equal. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to distinguish between debt that will appreciate in value and debt that will be a drag on their finances. One shift that accelerates progress is considering debt as a strategic tool, not a lifestyle. Differentiate between investments like education and liabilities like excessive credit card spending. Prepare them for future decisions. Action step. Discuss family examples of good and bad debt. Anonymized. Strategic debt fuels opportunity and accelerates growth. Avoid liabilities that erode long-term wealth. Invest in assets. Avoid liabilities. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think about the professional who falls into the payday loan trap, paying exorbitant interest rates and struggling to escape the cycle of debt, or the entrepreneur who maxes out their credit cards, damaging their credit score and limiting their access to future financing. The first thing to grasp is that predatory lending practices can be devastating to your financial well-being. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of responsible credit usage. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to use credit cards strategically and avoid accumulating high-interest debt. One shift that accelerates progress is treating your credit score as a valuable asset to protect. Highlight potential pitfalls such as payday loans. Teach responsible credit usage. Action step. Discuss advertising for loans and credit cards, focusing on the fine print. Responsible use of credit is essential for building a strong financial foundation and accessing future opportunities. Use credit wisely. Protect your future. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think about the professional saddled with enormous student loan debt, delaying their ability to achieve other financial goals, versus the one who strategically planned for college, minimizing their borrowing needs, and maximizing their long-term financial flexibility. The first thing to grasp is that the cost of higher education is a significant financial commitment. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of starting to save early and exploring all available financial aid options. Many professionals discover that the best investment they ever made was in their education, but only if they approached it strategically. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to plan for future expenses and make informed decisions about how to finance them. Start discussing the cost of higher education early. Explore savings options and scholarships. Action step. Research college tuition costs for their desired fields of study. One shift that accelerates progress is treating higher education as an investment that requires careful planning and consideration. Thoughtful planning and early saving are crucial for financing higher education and minimizing debt. Plan early. Learn freely. Chapter 6. Investing. Growing money for the future. Think about the seasoned professional who started investing early in their career and now enjoys a comfortable retirement thanks to the power of compounding returns. Or consider the entrepreneur who invests in real estate, building a portfolio of income-generating properties that provide financial security. Many professionals discover that investing is essential for building long-term wealth and achieving financial freedom. It's about understanding that investing allows your money to work for you, generating returns that can help you reach your financial goals faster. It's about making your money multiply. Introduce the concept of investing in stocks, bonds, and real estate. Simplify complex financial terms. With that foundation in place, think about the peace of mind a freelancer feels when they have a diversified investment portfolio that provides a safety net for unexpected expenses or market downturns. The first thing to grasp is the basic concept of investing. Another factor that changes everything is the power of compound returns. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their understanding and application of this principle. Define stocks and bonds in simple terms. A stock is like owning a small piece of a company. When the company does well, the value of your stock can go up. A bond is like lending money to a company or the government. They promise to pay you back with interest. Investing is the key to building long-term wealth and achieving financial independence. Invest wisely. Grow steadily. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that a diversified investment portfolio provides a buffer against market volatility and reduces the risk of significant losses. Think of the seasoned investor who allocates their assets across stocks, bonds, and real estate versus someone who puts all their eggs in one basket, like a single stock. The first thing to grasp is that different investment options come with different levels of risk and potential returns. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of diversification. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to manage risk effectively by spreading their investments across a variety of assets. Explain different investment options and their risk levels. Encourage diversified portfolios. Think of a time when you felt anxious about market fluctuations. Research kid-friendly stocks, e.g. Disney, Lego. This helps them connect their investment to familiar brands. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing risk as a spectrum and consciously balancing it with potential reward. Diversification is the cornerstone of prudent investing, protecting your wealth while maximizing growth potential. Diversify wisely. Grow steadily. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think about the power of compounding. Money that makes more money. Consider the individual who starts investing early in their career, even with small amounts, and how that investment grows exponentially over time. The first thing to grasp is the importance of starting to invest as early as possible. Another factor that changes everything is consistency. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their dedication to investing regularly, regardless of market conditions. Emphasize the benefits of starting early and staying consistent. Illustrate the impact of compounding. Action step. Use an investment calculator to project potential returns. This provides a tangible illustration of the power of compounding. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing investing as a long-term journey, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Starting early and investing consistently unlocks the power of compounding and builds long-term wealth. Start early, invest consistently, grow exponentially. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think about the impact on an adult who, from a young age, developed the habit of investing small amounts regularly. The first thing to grasp is that even small investments can grow significantly over time thanks to compounding. Another factor that changes everything is making investing accessible and engaging for young people. Many professionals discover that starting early instilled in them a sense of financial responsibility that lasted a lifetime. One shift that accelerates progress is turning investing into a habit. Introduce kid-friendly investing platforms. Encourage small, regular investments. Research age-appropriate investing platforms. Remember, it's the habit, not the amount, that matters most. Instilling the habit of investing early sets the stage for a lifetime of financial security and growth. Start small, invest regularly, grow abundantly. Chapter 7. Financial Goals. Setting a course for success. Think about the ambitious professional who sets clear financial goals, like buying a home or starting a business, and methodically works towards achieving them. They use these goals as motivation and guidance in their financial decisions. Or consider the freelancer who sets income targets and diligently tracks their progress, adjusting their strategies as needed to stay on course. Many professionals discover that having clear financial goals is essential for staying focused and motivated. It's about understanding that financial goals provide direction and purpose to your financial efforts. Encourage kids to identify their financial dreams. Help them visualize their future goals. With that foundation in place, think about the satisfaction an entrepreneur feels when they achieve a major financial milestone, like paying off debt or reaching a certain revenue target. The first thing to grasp is the importance of identifying your financial dreams and aspirations. Another factor that changes everything is the power of visualizations. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to clearly define their goals and visualize themselves achieving them. Create a vision board of their financial goals. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing financial goals as a roadmap to a brighter future. Financial goals provide a clear roadmap for achieving your dreams and building a secure future. Dream big. Plan wisely, achieve greatly. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that breaking down large financial goals into smaller, manageable steps makes them feel less daunting and more achievable. Think of the entrepreneur who sets a 5-year revenue target and then creates annual, quarterly, and monthly milestones to track their progress, versus someone who only focuses on the long-term goal. The first thing to grasp is that financial goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, or SMART. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of planning and prioritizing. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to allocate their resources effectively and focus on the most important steps. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing each financial goal as a project. Break down financial goals into achievable timelines. Teach the importance of planning and prioritization. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Action step. Create a timeline for achieving specific goals. Planning and prioritizing financial goals turns dreams into reality. Plan intentionally, prioritize wisely, achieve consistently. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think about the project manager who uses a detailed plan and regular tracking to ensure a project stays on schedule and within budget. Or the athlete who sets performance goals and carefully monitors their progress to achieve peak performance. The first thing to grasp is the importance of having a simple financial plan to guide your actions. Another factor that changes everything is tracking your progress regularly. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to stay focused on their goals and adjust their plans as needed. One shift that accelerates progress is writing down all your goals and steps. Help kids develop a simple financial plan to achieve their goals. Emphasize the importance of tracking progress. Action step. Write down financial goals and associated timelines and steps. A clear financial plan, coupled with regular tracking, paves the way for achieving your dreams. Plan intentionally, track diligently, achieve consistently. Now here's where the real shift begins. Think about the seasoned entrepreneur who regularly reviews their business plan and adapts their strategies based on market conditions and customer feedback, or the investor who periodically rebalances their portfolio to maintain their desired asset allocation. The first thing to grasp is that financial plans are not set in stone and should change. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of reviewing and adjusting your plans regularly. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their adaptability and flexibility in the face of change. One shift that accelerates progress is to put review dates on your calendar. Teach the importance of regularly reviewing and adjusting plans. Emphasize adaptability and flexibility. Action step: schedule review and revision milestones to promote accountability. Adaptability and regular reviews are key to staying on track and achieving financial success in a changing world. Plan flexibly, review constantly, achieve inevitably. Chapter 8. Understanding taxes. Paying your fair share. Imagine a skilled professional working tirelessly, only to see a significant portion of their income disappear to taxes, feeling as though their hard work is not fully rewarded. They may feel frustrated and demotivated, questioning the fairness of the tax system and struggling to make ends meet. Contrast this with someone who understands how taxes work, plans their finances accordingly, and sees taxes as a contribution to the well-being of society. They're knowledgeable. The first thing to grasp is that taxes are an essential part of funding public services that benefit everyone. Another factor that changes everything is understanding their purpose. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their informed approach to managing their finances and taxes responsibly. Explain the concept of taxes and their role in funding public services. Simplify complex government finance. Action step: discuss how tax money is used in the local community. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Understanding taxes empowers individuals to make informed financial decisions and contribute to the well-being of their communities. No taxes, plan wisely, prosper steadily. This insight naturally leads us forward. Consider the experienced entrepreneur who understands the tax implications of their business decisions and strategically plans their finances to minimize their tax burden while still complying with all regulations. The first thing to grasp is that different types of taxes exist, each with its own purpose and impact. Another factor that changes everything is understanding how taxes affect your spending and earning power. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to incorporate taxes into their overall financial planning. Calculate the sales tax on common purchases. Differentiate between different types of taxes. Illustrate how taxes affect spending and earning. One shift that accelerates progress is viewing taxes as a component of financial planning. Understanding the different types of taxes and their implications is essential for responsible financial management. No taxes, plan strategically, prosper sustainably. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Many professionals discover that learning about tax filing early in their careers gave them a significant advantage in managing their finances. The first thing to grasp is the importance of accurate record keeping. Another factor that changes everything is developing a basic understanding of the tax filing process. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to managing their taxes and seeking professional advice when needed. Explain family experiences with filing taxes, anonymized. Provide a basic understanding of tax filing. Explain the importance of accurate record keeping. One shift that accelerates progress is organizing your financial records throughout the years. A basic understanding of tax filing, coupled with accurate record keeping, empowers individuals to manage their taxes effectively and avoid potential problems. Prepare diligently, record accurately, prosper confidently. Now here's where the real shift begins. The first thing to grasp is that tax laws often provide specific benefits for families with children. Another factor that changes everything is understanding how to leverage these benefits responsibly. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to tax planning and their willingness to seek professional advice. Many professionals discover that understanding these tax benefits help them save significant money each year. Discuss family deductions and credits, anonymized and very simple. Discuss potential tax benefits for families with children. Encourage responsible tax planning. One shift that accelerates progress is seeking professional tax advice when needed. Understanding potential tax benefits and engaging in responsible tax planning empowers families to maximize their financial well-being. Plan proactively, claim responsibly, prosper sustainably. Chapter 9. Protecting your money, avoiding scams and fraud. Think about the devastating experience of a retiree who loses their life savings to a sophisticated investment scam, leaving them financially vulnerable and emotionally shattered. This illustrates the need to be vigilant. Contrast this with the savvy investor who researches every opportunity, asks questions, and avoids anything that seems too good to be true. Explain the concept of scams and fraudulent schemes. Highlight common red flags to watch out for. Action step. Discuss recent scam news and how to identify the signs. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is that scams and fraudulent schemes exist in many forms, targeting individuals of all ages and backgrounds. Another factor that changes everything is learning to recognize the red flags associated with these schemes. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their skepticism and willingness to question anything that seems too good to be true. Vigilance and awareness are essential to protect your money and avoid falling victim to scams and fraudulent schemes. Stay informed, question everything, protect vigilantly. This insight naturally leads us forward. The first thing to grasp is that children and teenagers are often targeted by specific types of scams. Another factor that changes everything is learning how to protect personal information online. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their awareness of these threats and their commitment to online safety. Many professionals discover that teaching their children about online safety early on protected them from potential scams. Identify scams that specifically target children and teenagers. Teach how to protect personal information. Action step. Discuss online safety and privacy settings. One shift that accelerates progress is using strong, unique passwords for every account. Protecting children and teenagers from scams requires awareness, education, and a commitment to online safety. Educate vigilantly. Protect proactively. Secure continually. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Think of the business professional who suffers a massive data breach due to weak passwords, costing their company millions and their own career. Many professionals discover that implementing strong password policies and security measures significantly reduce their risk of online fraud. The first thing to grasp is that strong passwords and online safety habits are critical for protecting your money. Another factor that changes everything is responsible social media usage. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to online safety and privacy. Review or create strong passwords. Emphasize the importance of strong passwords and online safety. Encourage responsible social media usage. One shift that accelerates progress is regularly updating your passwords and privacy settings. Strong passwords, safe online practices, and responsible social media usage are crucial for protecting your finances and personal information. Protect diligently, secure proactively, guard continually. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that reporting scams promptly can help recover lost funds and prevent others from falling victim. The first thing to grasp is that if you've been scammed, it's essential to take immediate action. Another factor that changes everything is knowing the steps to take if a scam has occurred. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their willingness to report fraud and seek assistance from relevant authorities. Discuss resources for reporting scams and fraud. Provide steps to take if a scam has occurred. Emphasize the importance of reporting fraud. One shift that accelerates progress is documenting every detail of the scam as soon as possible. Taking swift action in reporting fraud helps to mitigate losses and protect yourself and others from further harm. Report promptly, act decisively, protect continuously. Chapter 10. Insurance. Protecting against the unexpected. Think about the entrepreneur who loses their entire business due to an unforeseen disaster like a fire or flood. Without adequate insurance, their financial stability is shattered, and they may struggle to recover. Contrast this with the business owner who has comprehensive insurance coverage, allowing them to rebuild and continue operating after a similar event. Define insurance in simple terms, e.g., it helps protect you from big expenses. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is that insurance helps protect you from big expenses. Another factor that changes everything is understanding its role in risk management. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to protecting their assets and financial well-being through insurance. Explain the concept of insurance and its role in risk management. Simplify complex insurance terms. Consider a time when you felt relieved to have insurance coverage. Insurance provides a safety net, protecting against unexpected events and helping to maintain financial stability. Prepare wisely, insure adequately, protect consistently. This insight naturally leads us forward. The first thing to grasp is that there are various types of insurance, each designed to protect against specific risks. Another factor that changes everything is understanding how each type of insurance works. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to assess their individual needs and choose appropriate insurance coverage. Discuss family examples of insurance, anonymized, such as health or car insurance. Discuss health insurance, property insurance, and life insurance. Explain how each type of insurance works. One shift that accelerates progress is carefully reviewing your insurance policies annually to ensure they still meet your needs. Understanding different types of insurance empowers individuals to make informed decisions and protect themselves against various risks. Assess thoroughly, insure wisely, protect completely. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Many professionals discover that responsible insurance planning helped them navigate unexpected challenges without significant financial setbacks. The first thing to grasp is the importance of understanding the terms and conditions of your insurance policies. Another factor that changes everything is responsible insurance planning tailored to your specific needs. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to securing adequate insurance coverage. Discuss a recent family insurance decision. Encourage responsible insurance planning. Emphasize the importance of understanding policy terms. One shift that accelerates progress is regularly reviewing your insurance needs as your life circumstances change. Responsible insurance planning and a thorough understanding of policy terms are essential for protecting against the unexpected and maintaining financial security. Assess carefully, plan diligently, protect completely. Now here's where the real shift begins. Consider the unexpected job loss or sudden medical expense that can derail even the most carefully laid financial plans. The first thing to grasp is the crucial role of an emergency fund in covering unexpected expenses. Another factor that changes everything is financial preparedness. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to building and maintaining an emergency fund. Discuss the importance of an emergency fund and ways to contribute. Highlight the role of an emergency fund in covering unexpected expenses. Stress the importance of financial preparedness. One shift that accelerates progress is automating regular contributions to your emergency fund. An emergency fund and comprehensive insurance provide a robust financial safety net, protecting against life's unexpected challenges. Prepare purposefully, save consistently, thrive securely. Chapter 11. Banking. Managing your money effectively. Picture a young adult, fresh out of college, struggling to manage their finances because they lack a basic understanding of banking. They're quickly accumulating debt. Contrast this with someone who starts learning about banking early in life, develops good financial habits, and builds a strong financial foundation. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is the process of opening a bank account. Another factor that changes everything is the benefits of managing money digitally. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their effective use of banking tools and services to manage their finances. Assist your child in opening a bank account. Explain the process of opening a bank account. Highlight the benefits of managing money digitally. Think of the moment when you opened your first bank account. Effective banking practices are essential for managing your money wisely and achieving your financial goals. Bank strategically, manage digitally, prosper consistently. This insight naturally leads us forward. Consider a time when you chose the wrong type of bank account and ended up paying unnecessary fees. The first thing to grasp is that different types of bank accounts exist, each with its own purpose and features. Another factor that changes everything is understanding how each type of account works. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to choose the right bank accounts for their specific needs. Explain the differences and discuss a family experience, anonymized. Differentiate between different types of bank accounts. Explain how each account works. One shift that accelerates progress is researching different banks and comparing their fees and services. Understanding different types of bank accounts empowers individuals to make informed decisions and manage their finances effectively. Choose wisely, manage strategically, prosper consistently. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Consider the professional who accumulates massive credit card debt due to irresponsible spending habits, hindering their financial progress. The first thing to grasp is the importance of responsible card usage. Another factor that changes everything is online safety when managing your bank accounts. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to avoiding debt and using banking services responsibly. Demonstrate safe online banking practices. Teach responsible card usage and online safety. Emphasize the importance of avoiding debt. One shift that accelerates progress is setting up automatic payments to avoid late fees and interest charges. Responsible card usage, online safety, and debt avoidance are crucial for maintaining financial health and achieving your financial goals. Bank responsibly, spend consciously, grow steadily. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that leveraging digital banking tools save them time and improve their financial management. The first thing to grasp is the array of digital banking tools available to simplify money management. Another factor that changes everything is responsible online money management practices. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their comfort and expertise with these digital tools. Show safe mobile banking practices. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Introduce digital banking tools. Encourage responsible online money management. One shift that accelerates progress is regularly monitoring your accounts for unauthorized transactions. Digital banking tools, used responsibly, can streamline your financial life and contribute to greater financial control. Bank digitally, manage securely, grow steadily. Chapter 12. Financial Role Models. Learning from the best. Think about the aspiring entrepreneur who's stuck in a cycle of debt and feels overwhelmed by financial challenges. They lack direction. Contrast that with someone who studies the habits of successful business leaders, adopts their strategies, and transforms their financial circumstances. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is that successful individuals who exhibit strong financial habits can serve as powerful role models. Another factor that changes everything is active inspiration from these role models. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their intentional study and emulation of successful financial habits. Research inspiring financial figures with your child. Introduce successful individuals who exhibit strong financial habits. Encourage inspiration from role models. Consider a time when you were inspired by someone's financial success. Learning from financial role models can provide valuable insights and motivation for achieving your own financial goals. Learn intentionally, emulate wisely, grow steadily. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that analyzing the strategies of financial role models provided them with valuable insights and inspiration. The first thing to grasp is the importance of analyzing the strategies and habits of financial role models. Another factor that changes everything is recognizing the importance of hard work and dedication in achieving financial success. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their willingness to put in the effort required to achieve their financial goals. Analyze the strategies and habits of financial role models. Emphasize the importance of hard work and dedication. Discuss their financial success principles. One shift that accelerates progress is identifying specific actions you can take to emulate their successful habits. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Analyzing the strategies of financial role models and committing to hard work and dedication are key to unlocking your financial potential. Study intentionally, work diligently, prospering abundantly. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Many professionals discover that applying the principles of financial role models accelerated their financial success. The first thing to grasp is the importance of actively applying the principles learned from financial role models. Another factor that changes everything is the continuous personal growth and development necessary to implement those principles. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their dedication to self-improvement. Write out one goal that could accelerate their success. Encourage applying the principles of financial role models. Emphasize the importance of personal growth and development. One shift that accelerates progress is setting clear, achievable goals based on the strategies of your role models. Applying the principles of financial role models and committing to personal growth will help you achieve your financial aspirations. Learn continuously, grow personally, achieve abundantly. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that seeking advice from experienced individuals accelerated their journey to financial success. The first thing to grasp is the immense value of seeking advice from experienced individuals. Another factor that changes everything is the commitment to lifelong learning. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive approach to continuous learning and seeking guidance. Connect them with a financial mentor or advisor. Highlight the value of seeking advice from experienced individuals. Emphasize the importance of lifelong learning. One shift that accelerates progress is actively seeking out mentors who can provide guidance and support. Seeking advice from experienced individuals and embracing lifelong learning are essential for navigating the complexities of finance and achieving lasting success. Learn proactively, seek guidance, grow exponentially. Chapter 13. Financial literacy games and resources. Consider the frustrated young adult who struggles with budgeting and investing, seeing finance as a boring chore. Contrast this with someone who learned about money through fun, engaging games and activities. Developing a positive relationship with finance from a young age. Play a financial literacy game together. Online or board game. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is the power of engaging games in teaching financial concepts. Another factor that changes everything is interactive learning and skill development through these games. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to continuous financial education, even through enjoyable activities. Introduce engaging games that teach financial concepts. Encourage interactive learning and skill development. Consider a time when you learned something new through a game. Financial literacy games offer an engaging way to learn essential financial concepts and develop crucial skills. Learn playfully, engage actively, grow financially. This insight naturally leads us forward. Consider the individual who relies solely on social media for financial advice, falling prey to misinformation and scams. The first thing to grasp is the value of online resources for financial learning. Another factor that changes everything is the importance of seeking credible information from trusted sources. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to discern reliable financial information from misinformation. Introduce valuable online resources for financial learning. Emphasize the importance of seeking credible information. One shift that accelerates progress is dedicating time each week to explore reputable financial websites and apps. Accessing and utilizing valuable online resources, while critically evaluating the credibility of information, are crucial for continuous financial learning. Seek knowledge, verify sources, grow confidently. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Many professionals discover that reading books about finance expanded their knowledge and changed their perspective on money. The first thing to grasp is the wealth of financial knowledge available in books. Another factor that changes everything is the continuous lifelong learning that reading encourages. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their dedication to continuous financial education through reading. Choose a book about finance and read it together. Encourage reading books that explore financial concepts. Emphasize the importance of lifelong learning. One shift that accelerates progress is setting a goal to read one financial book per month. Reading books and embracing lifelong learning are essential for expanding your financial knowledge and achieving your financial goals. Read avidly, learn continuously, prosper infinitely. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that formal financial education provided them with a structured and comprehensive understanding of finance. The first thing to grasp is the value of formal financial education through courses and workshops. Another factor that changes everything is the structured learning experience that these opportunities offer. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their proactive participation in formal financial education. Find a suitable workshop. Introduce opportunities for formal financial education. Emphasize the value of structured learning experiences. One shift that accelerates progress is enrolling in a personal finance course to gain a deeper understanding of key concepts. Formal financial education can provide a structured approach to learning and a solid foundation for making informed financial decisions. Enroll purposefully, learn structurally, grow expertly. Chapter 14. Conclusion: Building a brighter financial future. Imagine two individuals, both starting their careers at the same time. One ignores financial literacy and struggles with debt, living paycheck to paycheck. The other embraces financial education, builds good habits, and achieves financial independence early in life. With that foundation in place, the first thing to grasp is the importance of summarizing the core principles of financial literacy. Another factor that changes everything is the consistent application of these principles. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to building and maintaining good financial habits over time. Review the core principles from the audiobook. Summarize the core principles of financial literacy. Reiterate the importance of building good habits. One shift that accelerates progress is regularly reviewing your financial goals and making adjustments as needed. By embracing financial literacy and building good habits, you can pave the way for a brighter financial future. Learn intentionally, act consistently, prosper abundantly. This insight naturally leads us forward. Many professionals discover that implementing the lessons learned from financial education transformed their financial situations. The first thing to grasp is the critical importance of implementing the lessons learned. Another factor that changes everything is taking consistent action towards your financial goals. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their ability to translate knowledge into tangible results. Encourage implementing the lessons learned. Emphasize the importance of taking action. One shift that accelerates progress is creating a detailed action plan and committing to following it. Implementing the lessons learned and taking consistent action are essential for achieving lasting financial success and building a brighter financial future. Plan strategically, act decisively, prosper consistently. Let's build directly on what we uncovered. Many professionals discover that setting small financial goals and achieving them consistently built their confidence and momentum. The first thing to grasp is the importance of setting realistic, small financial goals. Another factor that changes everything is consistent effort and dedication to achieving those goals. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their unwavering commitment to building momentum through small wins. Set a realistic small financial goal. Take a moment to notice where this principle already shows up in your own decisions. Challenge the listener to set small financial goals. Encourage consistent effort and dedication. One shift that accelerates progress is celebrating your small victories to stay motivated. By setting small financial goals and maintaining consistent effort, you can build momentum and achieve greater financial success. Start small, act consistently, grow exponentially. Now here's where the real shift begins. Many professionals discover that developing a longer-term plan with specific milestones provided them with a clear roadmap to financial success. The first thing to grasp is the importance of developing a comprehensive long-term financial plan. Another factor that changes everything is tracking your progress regularly and making adjustments as needed. What separates consistent earners from the rest is their commitment to long-term planning and consistent tracking. List next steps for 60 to 90 days. Develop a longer-term plan with specific milestones. Emphasize the importance of tracking progress. One shift that accelerates progress is breaking down long-term goals into smaller, manageable milestones. By developing a longer-term plan and consistently tracking your progress, you can stay on course and achieve your financial aspirations. Plan intentionally, track consistently, achieve exponentially.